Hi guys. This is the Binti Love podcast, 5 Points, 5-star review. Hi, my Binti Love seekers. I'm your host, Binti Love, entertainment reporter, reporting on the news here in the DMV area and other. Okay, take this time out right now and hit that subscription button down below. Okay, now I am an entertainment reporter, but I do report all types of news. Okay, I focus on entertainment mostly. Okay, now I am going to be reviewing. Let's take a look here. Okay, Craig Melvin, Pop's Learning to Be a Son and a Father by Craig Melvin, the anchor of the Today Show. And as you can see his book, he has a picture of him and his father, him and his wife, and his 2 little kids. So, very nice looking family there. Very nice looking family. Adorable kids. And great big smiles. SMILES there. Okay. Now, did I just think this deserved 5 stars? I sure did. So I gave them 5 out of 5 stars. Okay. Now, moving on to point number 1. Let me comment and say it speaks volumes to me that Craig spoke about how people really do not appreciate fathers, allegedly. Yeah, like he felt that people don't really appreciate fathers. How mothers get more praise than fathers, allegedly. And how we do not really acknowledge fathers in the home, allegedly. Wow. That was interesting to me because, to hear it from a man's point of view, you don't really hear that guys may think that way, But for, men to be in touch with their emotions and share that is brilliant to me, Because, we're always thinking about the mother, right? Right, guys? But we're not always thinking about the father, is allegedly his point of view. Now, point number 2, let me report that Craig seems not to have a close relationship with his father in his eyes. However, he seemed to be able to ask his father about anything, and his father would tell him, what he thought. So I think it was the emotional aspect that Craig was missing in his book. He talks about it, pops that made Craig feel cold and lonely distance towards his father. A lot of times someone might be answering your questions, but you have more of an emotional investment in them and you don't feel the return. And so whatever they say, you don't feel that they really heard you or really connected to you, in my opinion. Yeah. So I think it was the emotional aspect that Craig was missing. In the book, he talks about it, to make Craig feel cold and lonely and have some type of distance towards his father, apparently among other things. So the tones we use affects others, is what I'm really trying to say. Like, for instance, with me and my cat, I notice more with her than people that she really responds to the tone of my voice. Yeah. Hey, cats are like people, so I definitely think it's where the difference is. It lies in the tone that you use with people to feel that affection by voice tones. And maybe his father, Craig, father's tone was not soothing, but more rough and something of that sort. I'm just assuming. But it's a great read, and fathers being gentle with their sons and their tone is important. Now, he does allege that his father was born in prison, so that must be his father's thorn in his side, I'm gathering. Which, whatever he does, that's what happened to him. So he might not be as soothing and soft tone as a son might have wanted growing up in the home. Yeah. So that can be an issue. Now moving on to point number 3, my criticism is not enough about himself in this book and his personal feelings and inadequacies told due to the lack of relationship in his mind with his father. I would have wanted to hear more about his pain or nonchalance due to the allegedly failed relationship spoken about in this book. Okay, now moving on to point number 4. Um, the MVP moment is the generational moonshining business, guys. I never heard of that. That was definitely back in the day. I love those stories. Yeah, so I never heard of a generational moonshining business, but apparently that's here. Now, is this a teachable moment or a research moment, guys? Let's take a look and a listen. Binti Love now. Is this a teachable moment or a research moment? Here at the Binti Love Podcast, viewers try to guess which one it is with the Binti Love Podcast. Is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? Yes. So this is going to be a teachable moment. And a teachable moment is being an entrepreneur is definitely a profitable way to go regarding self-independence. It doesn't have to be moonshine, guys. Okay, now moving on to point number 5. Most loving moment is just enduring the enduring spirit that Craig had. I love how he gave his father a lecture, whom he refers to as Pops in his book, about his lottery ticket obsession and frankly a gambling obsession. Allegedly. So for Craig to grow up dealing with these various issues and be able to pave his own path outside of his humble beginnings of moonshining and generational crime, being able to remove himself from that and become a proud father and anchor of a news program like the Today Show is amazing and quite extraordinary, guys. Yes. So that wraps up this review. I thought it was really, really great. And it's definitely a great book and a great read. And you guys should definitely check that out. And he has another book that's out recently too. You might want to find out more about that one too. Okay, guys, so you might be saying, I love that girl's reviews. And I love what that girl has to say. And I want to send her some cash. You can cash at me at $Michelle, Bilove. And you also find out more about that on my website. Okay, you're watching the